Hey garden lovers and justice seekers! Get ready for a roller coaster of a true story. That'll grip your heart and spark your outrage. An HOA Karen calls the cops on a peaceful garden. Can you believe it? I'm Lena Carter, your guide, unraveling this insane saga with jaw-dropping twists. Smash that subscribe button now. Drop your city in the comments. And stand with me for freedom. Let's dive in. Picture this. It's a sunny April morning in Texas. The air humming with the buzz of bees and the scent of freshly turned soil. And you're kneeling in your backyard, planting marigolds with your 8-year-old daughter, Sophie. I'm Lena Carter, 39, a single mom and part-time florist, who moved here from Oregon 2 years ago after a messy split, seeking a fresh start. Homeowners associations were a mystery to me then, but our property agent swore we'd be stuck without one. So, we landed in a charming HA community. Single-family homes like ours and townhouses, a middle-class haven. The HA lavished care on the townhouses with higher dues, keeping their facades pristine, while we managed our yards for a lower fee. Still, those dues climbed to 9% each year, a burden I felt deeply. My neighbors colored this tale. Next door was Javier, a 55-year-old carpenter with calloused hands, who ignored HA rules and let his patio furniture rust. Across the way lived Anita, a 48-year-old librarian with a pristine rose garden, often sparring with the HA over her water usage. Then there was Marjorie Tate, a 54-year-old HA enforcer with a hawk-like glare and a blonde bob. Her navy blazer crisp as her attitude. Not an official leader, but her clipboard and whistle made her the neighborhood's self-appointed sheriff. She'd moved in a year ago and turned our lives upside down. It began with a dream. Sophie and I planned a community garden, raised beds of tomatoes, basil, and marigolds to share with neighbors. A project to heal after my divorce. I checked the HA bylaws. Garden plots were allowed with board approval. I submitted a sketch, photos, and a $50 fee in March. The board nodded. And by mid-April, we broke ground. Sophie giggling as she pressed seeds into soil. Javier lent tools. Anita shared seedlings. But Marjorie, she marched over on day 2, heels sinking into the dirt. This is an eyesore, she snapped, jabbing her clipboard. Section 7D, unapproved landscaping. I held my ground. I have approval, she sneered. That's pending review. Remove it, or it's a $300 penalty. She slapped a notice on my shovel, her perfume stinging the air. Sophie's smile faded. I paid, fuming. Marjorie's tyranny escalated. Notes flooded in. Uneven beds violate symmetry. Excessive watering. Unpermitted compost. Each with a $75 penalty. She patrolled at dawn with binoculars, dusk with a flashlight, her whistle piercing the quiet. One humid afternoon, I found her measuring the beds with a tape. These are 3 inches too high, she barked. I sighed. I'll adjust. She shook her head. Infraction logged. Penalties reached $400 in 6 weeks. Sophie stopped gardening. I paid through gritted teeth, anger brewing. Javier grumbled. She's a dictator. While Anita whispered of a $200 water fine for her roses. The breaking point came on a muggy June evening. Sophie and I were watering the marigolds, the hose glistening, when Marjorie stormed up with 2 police officers, their lights cutting through the dusk. This ends now, she yelled, voice trembling. Unauthorized garden, public nuisance. The officers approached, badges gleaming. I stepped forward, pulse racing. It's approved by the HA. Marjorie waved a crumpled paper. Reviews denied, evict it. The younger officer, a stern woman named Officer Ruiz, asked for proof. I dashed inside, grabbing the board's email and bylaws. Officer Ruiz read it, frowning. Ma'am, this looks valid. You can't enforce without a vote. Marjorie's face twisted. Arrest her for trespassing, she shrieked. Officer Ruiz sighed. False report, Miss Tate. Stand down or we'll cite you. Marjorie huffed, retreating, her clipboard trembling. Sophie clung to me, tears mixing with mud. I turned off the hose, rage simmering. I launched a counterattack. I scoured the HA packet. No vote existed. A 45-minute call to manager Helen confirmed it. Marjorie overstepped. Approval was final. I gathered evidence, photos of the garden's progress, receipts, neighbor testimonies. Javier shared a $100 patio fine. Anita revealed a 250 rose ban. Whispers spread. Marjorie falsified reports, skimmed funds. I organized a neighborhood meeting in my garage. 25 residents crammed in, voices buzzing with complaints. The next HA meeting was a battlefield. 70 neighbors filling the room, chairs groaning. I stood, voice shaky but resolute. I'm addressing Marjorie's illegal garden threat and cop call. President Diane, a tired realtor with silver hair, leaned in. Marjorie, explain this. She rose, clipboard quivering. Section 7D, unapproved hazard. I held up my binder. Approval was granted, and no vote revoked it. This is personal vendetta, and a fake police report. Murmurs swelled. Diane pressed. Marjorie, where's the board vote? She faltered. I acted for safety. I pressed. And the $400 in penalties? Javier's patio? Anita's roses? Neighbors say you've been pocketing Jews. The room exploded. Stories of banned birdhouses, fined barbecues, leash violations. Marjorie's face purpled, her whistle dropping. Diane raised a hand. Enough. Marjorie, you're suspended for an audit. The garden stays. Penalties are cancelled. And we'll probe financial misconduct. Applause rocked the hall. Marjorie fled, muttering curses. The neighborhood mended. Sophie replanted with glee. Javier's patio gleamed. Anita's roses bloomed. I carved a community garden sign. Its wood weathered by sun. Marjorie's house stayed silent for months. One golden September evening, Javier, Anita, and Carlos, a 52-year-old teacher, joined us by the garden, lemonade sweating in our hands. Those smiles are back, Anita said, eyes warm. Yeah, I replied, watching Sophie water. Ours to grow. We'd crushed Marjorie's reign, vowing to protect our peace. Have you faced an HOA Karen calling cops? What's the wildest rule they enforced? How would you handle a garden showdown? Suggest a blooming rule to annoy her below. If this victory moved you, smash that like button and subscribe for more. This garden triumph has planted seeds of homeowner power. Subscribe now to join our thriving community. Share your HOA cocktails in the comments. We cherish every story. And explore our channel for more real-life wins. Turn on notifications. Your tale could bloom next.